Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That one goes for 24 yards. 24-yard gain on the play. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
On second and 11 now. Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Let's pick it up. Let's go. Outside, let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 3. Where'd he go?
So that'll back him up 5. So on fourth down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 13-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Crunch. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
50. These two. Black and red.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go.
Snickers, 66.
He's checking. He's
6'6". Pull it high.
rush in. Rush in.
Alert, alert.
Check 3. Check 3.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Under 10. 10.
From the 17, Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready?
So
30.
first and 10 now from the 30.
Snickers. Snickers. No spacing. Black and red.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
One day. Watch out.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Black 20.
Check pass. Check pass.
50.
Showing up.
8. Hey, Delta.
57 to Mike.
Wide right.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Think about some of the memorable performances that Ben Roethlisberger has had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 in a win against Baltimore. And actually, now that I think about it, that was on the heels of a 6-touchdown performance in a win over Indianapolis the week prior. So October of 2014 was kind of Big Ben. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch it.
Easy. Middle.
I got him. That's me.
Hey, Echo. Black, watch out.
On second down, Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down.
Black 20.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Alert. Black and red.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
We got this. Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Ingram. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 23 yards on the play. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Focus, focus.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Black, what's up?
They'll run here with Connor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
That's the way. Kill.
Go, Bill! Hey, Black, it's on!
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They come come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Easy, easy.
On third down, here's Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Hill. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Jackson on third down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
22 yards. First down, Baltimore.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
50, mark 50, mark 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, this one complete to Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, it's Ingram. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check, check, lucky.
Ingram again.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, hold on. Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Check. 3 down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one run deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Jackson, options out left. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football, so there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check. Check. Check.
Whirl.
Watch the twist.
Smooth.
52.
Smooth, concussion.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Quarter. Nicholas, 66.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Ready? 230.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Kill, 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 kill.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. One day.
Out, 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 out. Mike
44.
Mike 36.
Hey, exit.
All day, every day.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Roethlisberger running the option left. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
Tight dog, solid, 5 down. Hey, black,
on 1st and 10 is counter. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Raven 1st down.
On the set. 50. You. Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, G, get on.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start the drive with Samuels. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
57, Mike 57.
Hey, orbit.
From the 38, Roethlisberger. Washington's got him. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. Roethlisberger will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Bowls him over. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the whip. 24. 57's mine. You better be afraid of me. You better be
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ben leaves to counter on the draw. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second down, Hill. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now a 10th carry for Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They run. It's Hill. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Roethlisberger running the option left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big run there by Johnson. 40 yards on the ground. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going with the option right side. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and nope.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the NFL's all-time passing leader, Drew Brees, and the New Orleans Saints as they match up with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Hey, 180!
Check right, 54. Right.
That's him.
Here we go. Right there, 54, right there, right there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll return it to the 20. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018, and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen. Nowhere to his...
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Get a look at Lamar Jackson as he brings out the Baltimore Ravens. And boy, was Lamar Jackson good in Week 11 in that blowout of Houston.
4 touchdowns, no interceptions. He also ran for 86 yards and continues, Charles, to strengthen his case for the MVP award.
Yeah, and think about what he's done, because it's the wins. His team may be the hottest team in the league. They beat previously undefeated New England earlier this season. He takes care of the football. You mentioned it, no interceptions with 4 touchdown passes. But he gives us highlight reel plays every week as well. He's doing everything possible to show that he's the MVP. But the best thing he's doing, rallying his team near the top of the NFL standings.
Cool moment after the game. Lamar Jackson exchanged jerseys with Deshaun Watson, and Watson wrote on his jersey that he gave to him, MVP. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Let's go, let's go. Here we go. Mike,
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's fourth down. To throw is Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. On second and 2, Jackson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. And again, it's Ingram. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun on third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On second down, it's Edwards. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. They go play action now. Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson being chased out left. He'll run it.
That's it, baby.
So we've hit halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the... Third quarter action. This offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd and short. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Got him in. It's Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 30 yards there. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very highly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, Ingram, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson now going to throw again, and he slings one that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson, and that is incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte.
18 Gator, 18 Gator. 80 weapon. Set hut. On the set. Set hut. Ready. 164. Weak. Echo, echo. Hut. Here we go. 30 base. Ready, ready. Set and read. Return. 132. Fire. Here we go. Here we go. 70 in. Set up. Here we go. Set. Hood. Set, ready. 15 lining. Set, go. Down. 60 out. Hood. Right. Ready. Head go. Come on, set. 10. Ready, go. Let's go now. Hut, go. Set, hut, ready. Ready, ready. Set, hut. Got it. Set, hut. Okay. Hut. Let's go! 91. Ready, ready! Here we go! Return! 132! Fire! Set! Set up! Here we go! Here we hood! Here we go! Set go! Set ready! Hood! Right! Down! Get the plan! Head go! Ready! 18 Gator, 8, ready, go! Come on, set! Head go! Let's go now. And set hut. Set hut. 70 ending. Set hut. Ready, ready. 50 hut. Let's go. Ready, ready. On the double. We good. 32. Ah! Here we go. Set up. Ready up. Hook. Set. Set go. Here we go. Here we go. Hook. Hook. Here we go. Head go. Set. Ready. Ready, go. Ready. Set. Head go. Down. 10. Touch again. Ready. Okay. Ready. Set. Hut. Ready. 60. Set. Hut. Come on, set. 10, lower, hard. Let's go now. Now, ready, ready. Set, hut. 50, we good. 132. Hut up. Ready, ready. 18, get set up. Let's go. 30, hook. Ready. Set, go. On the ready. Hook, hook. Here we go. Head go. Set. 70 ending. Ready, go. Here we go. Here we go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Head go. Ready? Ready! Here we go! Set, hut! Set, ready! 60, set, hut! On the set! Hut! Touchdown. We good. 132. Butter. Come on, set. Set up. Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Set, hut, 10, Lobo. Set, go. Ready, ready. Now, hut, hut. Let's go. Get the flag. Hut, go. Here we go. 18. Ready, go. Set. 30 bad. Hut, go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Here we go. Set. 70 ending. Set, hut. Set, ready. 15. Set, hut. Ready. Hut. Down. Ready, ready. Ready. 60 up. We good. 32. Butter. Come on, set. 10. Set up. Let's go now. 60. Hook. Got it. Set, go. Okay. Hook. Hook. Set, hut, 10, hut, go. Ready, ready. Ready, go. On the double. Hut, go. Ready, ready. Now, ready. Let's go. Get the flag. Set, hut. Here we go. 8, set, hut. Ready up. Hut. Ready, ready. Here we go. Here we go. We good. 132. Fight up. Here we go. Set and read. Set up. Set, ready, push. Down, set, go. Ready, 15, push, push. Come on, set, 60 out low. Head go. Let's go now. Ready, go. Set, hut, go. Ready, ready, ready. Let's go. Set, hut. Here we go. 10, set, hut. Set. 91, hut. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready. Ready, set, we go. 132, right up. Here we go. Set up. Set, ready. Get the flag. Hood. Down. Set, go. Okay, ready. Hood, hood. Ready. Head go. Come on, set. Ready, go. Let's go now. Head go. Set, hut. Set, ready. Ready, ready. 15, set, hut. Let's go. Set, hut. Here we go. Hut. Set. Set. Ready, ready. Here we go. Here we go. We good. 132. Fire up.